Paige Bueckers, the rookie sensation of the WNBA. WNBA describes phenom rookie Paige Bueckers with single powerful word after Wings suffer defeat. By Paula Sonko, trending sports journalist at Athlon Sports. In this coverage, July 26, 2025, 1:29 a.m. EDT. Paige Bueckers delivered another stellar performance Friday night when the Dallas Wings faced off against the Golden State Valkyries at Chase Center. The highly acclaimed first-year sensation topped her team's scoring chart with 17 points, shooting 7 for 15 from the floor. She complemented her scoring with an impressive stat line at 6 assists, 1 rebound, 4 steals, and 2 successful shots from beyond the arc. Despite Bueckers' impressive showing, the Wings couldn't secure a victory, falling 86-76 to the Valkyries. The defeat came largely due to veteran Valkyries player Tiffany Hayes, who matched Bueckers' 17 points while adding 5 assists in a winning effort. How the NBA responded to Bueckers' brilliant performance? Even in defeat, the WNBA couldn't help but acknowledge Bueckers' exceptional display. Immediately after the game concluded, the league shared its succinct yet powerful assessment of the 23-year-old's performance on social media. "This rook is special," the league declared on its official X account. But here's where it gets truly remarkable. As highlighted in the post, Bueckers made history yet again during this contest by becoming the first player ever to accumulate at least 300 points and 100 assists within their first 20 professional games. His achievement speaks volumes about the extraordinary impact the former UConn standout has made during her inaugural season with the Wings. Wings continue to face challenges despite Bueckers' breakout season. However, Bueckers' individual brilliance hasn't translated to team success for Dallas. The Wings remain among the league's struggling franchises, currently holding a disappointing 7-18 record that ranks second worst in the WNBA. Only the Connecticut Sun, with their dismal 3-20 mark, sit below them in the standings. Unless Dallas engineers a dramatic turnaround in the near future, it appears unlikely that Bueckers will experience playoff basketball in her rookie campaign. The Wings currently trail the Valkyries, who occupy the 8th and final playoff position, by a substantial 5.0 games. Nevertheless, it's impossible to ignore that with Bueckers leading the charge, the Wings' long-term outlook remains incredibly promising. And this is the part most people miss. Even in a challenging team environment, Bueckers is setting historical benchmarks that suggest she could become one of the league's all-time greats. What do you think? Can Bueckers eventually lead this Wings franchise to championship contention, or will her talents ultimately be better utilized elsewhere? Is she already establishing herself as the face of the next generation of WNBA stars? Share your thoughts in the comments. About the author, Paolo Sonko. Paolo Sonko is a trending news writer for Athlon Sports. Myisha Hines-Allen out versus Golden State Valkyries. Wears boot at Dallas Wings practice. Injuries keep piling up for Dallas Wings as Hines-Allen sits out crucial clash. The right lower leg injury that kept Myisha Hines-Allen sidelined earlier in the week has now officially ruled her out of Friday night's showdown against the Golden State Valkyries. Spotted wearing a protective boot during Thursday's practice at UC San Francisco, the veteran forward's absence continues to create challenges for Dallas front court already missing Maddie Siegrist, right knee, and Tyasha Harris, left knee. While the team has maintained radio silence about the injury's severity, every game Hines-Allen misses becomes a bigger spotlight on the Wings' roster depth. This is where the domino effect kicks in, but here's the twist. Dallas enters Friday's game riding the momentum of their most dominant performance of the season, an 87-63 dismantling of the Seattle Storm. The question now, can this struts behind momentum hold without a key frontcourt piece? Hines-Allen's versatility has been a silent linchpin this year. 6.4 PPG, 5.3 RPG, career-high 2.9 APG in 21 minutes, blending point-forward skills and defensive switching ability that's hard to replicate. Their absence forced players like Haley Jones to fill bigger roles. In Tuesday's win, Jones responded with 10 points, 6 reps, 6 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. A stat line that reads like a well-rounded resume. Facing a Valkyries team with a chip on their shoulder. Golden State, 10-12, returns from a 10-day break, still smarting from their last outing. A 67-58 loss to Seattle. The Wings' recipe for success Friday will depend heavily on whether Jones can maintain her recent stretch of form. In June's 80-71 win over the Valkyries, Jones combined with Ogunbowale and Bueckers to fuel a defensive-minded victory that's now just a memory given the current injury landscape. Expansion teams often face growing pains, but the Valkyries' established core might exploit the Wings' depleted front court without Hines-Allen's stabilizing presence. 3 big questions ahead of tip-off. 1. Can Dallas repeat their June success? The Wings' 9-point triumph was built on forcing turnovers and crashing the offensive glass. Without Hines-Allen's size, will they have the same opportunity against Golden State's improving rebounder? 2. How will Ogunbowale and Bueckers be contained? The duo's 39-point combo in June showcased their 1-2 punch. The Valkyries' zone rotations will need to be sharper tonight. 3. Is Haley Jones the answer? Her 31-minute exposure Tuesday hinted at a developing confidence. But with the season almost halfway through, can she sustain this workload? Final thought. For a Wings team that's gone 7-17 despite these injuries, Hines-Allen's eventual return could be the missing piece for a playoff push. Until then, every healthy body must step up. But here's the question I want to leave you with. Do you think Dallas can keep up this level of performance without a defense MPR anchor like Hines-Allen? Or will the Valkyries' fresh legs exploit this weakened frontcourt? Sound off below with your take. Valkyries' dramatic comeback win. Golden State defeats Dallas 86-76. WNBA highlights. Imagine a nail-biting comeback in the world of women's basketball, where a team fights back from a significant deficit to secure a hard-fought victory. On July 25, 2025, in San Francisco, the Golden State Valkyries demonstrated just that, rallying past the Dallas Wings with a final score of 86-76. But here's where it gets truly inspiring. The Valkyries were down by 12 points early in the second half and managed to score an astounding 56 points in the final 2 quarters to turn the game around. The turning point came in the third quarter, when the Valkyries erupted for 33 points, taking a slim 63-60 lead into the fourth quarter. Dallas managed to stay within striking distance, tying the game at 71 with a short floater from Paige Bueckers. However, it was Temi Fegbenle's offensive rebound, followed by a layup and a crucial 3-point play that gave Golden State a 78-72 lead with less than 3 minutes remaining. Tiffany Hayes and Veronica Burton then stepped up, hitting 8 out of 10 free throws to seal the win. While the Valkyries celebrated their comeback, Dallas's Paige Bueckers and Arika Ogunbowale led the charge with 17 and 16 points respectively. Isaiah James and Haley Jones added 13 and 10 points each for the Wings, who entered the game with a record of 7 and 18. On the Valkyries side, Fegbenle contributed 11 points and 8 rebounds. Carla Leighton scored 14 points, and Cecilia Zandalezini added 10. The game started with Dallas taking an early lead, 21-10 after the first quarter. Golden State managed to close the gap to 21-19. But Ogunbowale's 3-pointer extended Dallas's lead. By halftime, the Wings were comfortably ahead, 36-30. And this is the part most people miss. Just hours before the game, the Valkyries announced that their star forward, Kayla Thornton, had undergone successful knee surgery and would miss the rest of the season. Thornton had injured her right knee during practice earlier in the week, adding a bittersweet note to the Valkyries' comeback victory. Looking ahead, the Valkyries will face Connecticut on Sunday, while the Wings will take on Las Vegas in the same matchup. This game serves as a reminder of the resilience and determination of these athletes, especially in the face of adversity. What do you think? How important is team resilience in overcoming such significant deficits? Share your thoughts in the comments below.